Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 22 carries, 86 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Cowboys at 5-9 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
A leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 35 on second down. Hurts puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's still on his feet. Room here to run.
Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Pollard is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Prescott on 3rd and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And now the little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now here's Pollard.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 44, Hurts forced out to his left. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now back to throw.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Prescott off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. He'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are back within a score. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
112 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
This will be caught by Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Well, there's Gallup. Nice catch.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Hurts fumbles it.
He's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
The Garabay's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On first down, Hurts.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Run for Pollard.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Cowboys, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6.